And here we are with another edition. It's me, Jacob.
Christopher.
I just worked out, had a great workout today.
Did some push-ups.
Yeah, the gym's been open 5 days now. Chris has been working, he's been self-quarantining still. You know, I personally think that you might want to move into the shot. Yeah. I personally think that the trend is over. You know, it's a little bit over the hype, coronavirus. It's like a little bit overkill now. Like if you're still thinking, hey, let's quarantine. It's like, bro, we've been quarantining. You know,
I mean,
at some point, it's like when does the quarantine end? You know?
No. Well, I mean, Trump already said he was letting everybody out, so let's give it a week or so. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, everybody's gonna get out and about. That's gonna change things. You know?
We were talking yesterday.
I mean, the future's still kind of good.
Well, today we're gonna be talking about Hollywood and what helps some people like coping. We'll go into that in a bit, but you know, yeah, I think people are gonna be excited to, you know, be out there meeting people, finally talking. You know, I no longer feel the same isolation I was feeling. You know, it's already gone. The isolation is gone. I'm feeling way better. Yeah, this week I feel way better. Praise God. Okay. As a matter of fact, today I was writing. You know, we have so much to be grateful for. We have so much to be grateful for, and we can sometimes be ungrateful or not even be grateful at all, or like just you know, you want better things, better moments, but you haven't even been grateful for what is going good. So we can sometimes do that, and if we could take a moment to be grateful, you can already start changing our perspective, our day, our flow, our overall chemical state, you know? And, you know, it's something that people can forget and overlook.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can see that happen.
Today we want to talk about Hollywood and its role in helping people kind of cope with modern society. Like you know, the movie shut down, the movies closed down, I should say, because of coronavirus and quarantining. How did you told me that you were watching like a Fire Stick and all the shows, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of the one way it was helping you cope, right?
Oh, definitely.
And so, you know, I want to talk about how Hollywood helps people cope with the stress of modern life. In other words, that kind of attaches to what we were talking about a few days ago, how people don't really know what their purpose is. But sometimes if you don't know what your purpose is, right? Yesterday you had the Jersey Shore on, right? In a way, like it helps you.
Family vacation.
Yeah, if you really don't know fully what you truly want, it kind of helps you to see people also not really know what they want, and so it kind of helps cope. Because if everybody,
I never watched the Jersey Shore. Really, it just
show.
Quarantine. I mean, you kind of doing.
Okay, any show. Ozark. I watched the whole season of Ozark. You know, I was listening to it and watching it. Coping with isolation. I would never watch 30 fucking episodes of Ozark. My Netflix subscription was expired. I didn't give a shit, but I renewed it during quarantine. Why? Why? Because to help cope. The shows help me. Fuck it, man. But some people do that even if it's not quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they cope. Yeah.
The whole season in the day.
It helps you cope with not knowing your purpose. It helps you cope. And that's part of the system. So if you were using everything that was in your environment to help you cope, you would be eating fast food and watching a bunch of movies. And now you're kind of definitely using the mechanisms at play to help people cope with not having that purpose, you know?
Definitely. I can see that happen. I mean, a lot of people's, you know, they're already used to that stuff. I don't think the quarantine affected them much, you know? They're already used to, you know, staying in, watching TV all night, you know what I'm saying? So they're probably a little more prepared than us.
Some people don't even know what it feels like to have their body ignited, you know? Like I came in here, when I left a little while ago, before I went to go work out, how did I look? I was like calm, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And how did I come in to make this video?
No, but you look all set already, dude.
Like all just... That pre-workout, but I took that 2 hours ago.
I mean, it's still coping. It's still going in your body.
Yeah, it's going, and I'm pumped.
That's what it says there. Do not take 4 hours before sleep.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm ignited, man.
There you go. You're ignited. Is that the name of your program?
No. But I am ignited. But some people don't know what it feels to be ignited. So dude, I know what it feels to be ignited, and I still, you know, before I left, I was like, dude, I don't know about today's workout. I'm kind of feel, because I've been working out with weights. My body's like, more weights, you know, from not going to a no weights to like 4 days now.
Back to back.
Yeah, my body was like, dude, for real, more weights. But once I did the weights, I felt alive, ignited, right? So before weight training, your body may feel kind of sluggish, kind of like, should I do this? Do I want to do this? But once you do the weight training, you're going to feel ignited. What do you have to say about that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I know I would actually do my whole day. The main part I look forward to was working out. And that's when it was like, the pre-workout had to be right, you know, the BCAAs had to be right. Everything just had to be on point. And of course, you come back feeling amazing. You come back feeling great because you're on all these substances, really. But I mean, it's all for working out, you know, to help you enhance your workout, to make your workout better, a little bit easier, more doable, you know. But yeah, I remember going through all that, the whole pre-workout. That was an addiction, you know. Definitely got to that one because it can become quite addictive. Can you picture yourself working out after work? Honestly? Or you see, just that right there, there's already some.
That's a very good point. It's a very good point. You know what, man? But I'd rather be dependent on that than dependent on fast food or dependent on Hollywood movies. It's kind of like in this society, you kind of have to pick your vice or the thing that is going to propel you, that little thing that helps you get through the pain. You know, pain, if I punch you, you might feel pain, right? And that pain is actually not that painful. The pain that we really have to cope is wounds. The childhood wounds, right? Is the wounds of sadness. Oh, my girlfriend, that makes people really feel like, let me reach for the bottle. Let me reach for that herb. Because now you have to kind of, people feel like you have to sedate to feel less pain.
Yeah.
Okay? So when we talk about the word pain, often it's really not physical pain.
Usually it's like emotional pain.
It's trauma. It's deep inner sadness of the soul. It's looking into the void of the soul, the void of the abyss, the dark abyss, the lack of purpose. That's what we're talking about when we say the pain. Nihilism.
Those are things that a lot of people are probably going through.
Yeah, but we don't really talk about it because we have Hollywood again. Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about this.
A lot of people just don't want to
Yeah.
topic because they don't want to think about it.
Yeah, you don't want to get into don't be too real with people, bro. Don't be too real.
Might hurt.
That's kind of you know how in the Constitution it says the freedom of speech, right? Amendment number 1. But right now what I'm saying, it's so real that it makes people uncomfortable. But I'm not saying any bad words. I'm not offending anyone's religion. I'm not spitting on anyone's mom, right? But some people would hear me and they'll be like, damn, bro, this guy's going into nihilism, the abyss, the pain of the soul, sadness, childhood wounds, how we use Hollywood to sedate, like the pain, like yeah, so it makes people, but if I say, but these topics, this is why we sedate, because we use these pains, we say, okay, well, let me watch a show, let me watch a movie, let me watch some pornography, let me get some fucking herb, let me do something to not be alone with this thought, with these minds, with the lack of purpose. You get it?
Yeah.
You understand? But imagine if a dealer told you, let me tell you why you buy this. It's because you can't look at your own soul.
That'd be deep.
But why don't they tell us that?
Because they don't care.
Why don't dealers tell people that?
They have their own life to worry about.
Okay, they have also not looked at their soul. So nobody's looking at their soul. Everybody's so busy saying, that's stupid.
You don't know, what about Christian and
well, yeah, I know.
They're hardcore religion.
Well, but they're the people.
Look at their soul.
You do realize that that's the people that wanted to kind of get out. They kind of saw the prison and they go, look, I kind of want out. So they start looking to religion because they kind of want for sure to break free.
Yeah. And religion will tend to help you with that.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
I know, Christianity, Catholicism, all those, they're going to help you in your spirit, in your own spirit.
Look, man.
Definitely.
Look, the world we live in, doesn't want you to feel joy right now. Like, hey, Chris, don't feel joy just because. Feel it because of something, but not just because.
Not just because of you.
Now, do not do that. Do not do that. Yeah. That's the world we live in, right? And people would never admit that. That's not the world, the president, the media, and CNN gives you news. Like, imagine the news came out, CNN, everybody, you said it was good, right? But it's not. But let's just say they said it was, let's just say they come out and they go, hey, guys.
You didn't like it because they talked facts about, maybe that stuff was getting a little dangerous. You didn't like that.
Okay, watch, check it out. Put it like this. What if CNN came out and they go, I'm CNN. My name is Jacob Adams. Thank you for tuning in today's news. I just wanted to let you know that the main reason that you feel sadness is because the world around you is conspiring to not let you feel joy just because.
Basically.
Yeah, and furthermore, if you were to just give gratitude to God and look at your soul and embrace all you are, you would immediately start getting on your path that you should be on. But after I finish talking, the world is going to go on and they're going to persuade you that I'm wrong. Now you know the truth. Now, for your next segment. Right?
I don't know if CNN gets out like that.
But why not?
Well,
I know why.
Why? Why CNN?
Because you can't hear, you're not supposed to hear what I said. You're not supposed to hear the truth like that. It's too honest. It's too real. It's too fucking...
You were saying, like, because I was like, hey, you know what, like, the quarantine is opening up, we're getting out of it. They're like, well, and, there's a lot of cases that are not being presented, even that people are sick. And, the ones that we hear about, the ones that present themselves. So that's why I got the idea, let me hold on a little bit. That's why I got the idea, let me play it safe. A lot of people might be immature and just go out there and not understand that, hey, it's my life regardless that I gotta look out for it. So am I gonna take this as a joke, or am I gonna see the reality in this and take it into actual seriousness and not take it as a joke? Yeah, man. You gotta see the world through a different lens. Yeah, that makes sense to you.
Oh, I think I see the world through a different lens, my friend. Yeah. Like, I said, I think I'm the antithesis to the general idea of what the world wants. I'm not saying all the parts of the world. I am part of the world. I do engage in secular activities. I'm not so arrogant as to believe that I'm so pure. I'm not that stupid, right? That's arrogance. Like, I'm so pure that nothing that the world produces I'm involved in. That's a lie. That's a lie. What I'm saying is that I am part of the people that recognize that the world is lying to you too. The world is lying to you too, as a general consensus.
Okay.
It's just part of what the world is designed to do. Like, fast food is a way of getting people shit because it's in a way saying you're dumb enough to eat it. Shut up. But they're not going to tell you that.
But a lot of people like fast food.
Yeah, everybody knows.
They know they're not.
Yes, they know going in that it's not good for them. But it doesn't stop them from not going. In other words, but imagine if they told you to your face, the owner, every time you bought there, he goes, you know it's not good for you, right? And you go, yeah. And he goes, but you're stupid enough to eat it anyway, right? So give me the money in here. In other words, that would change the dynamic. It would change the dynamic.
No, I don't mean no. It wouldn't change my dynamic.
Okay, so you would say, I'm cool with it because he's being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, well that...
To each their own. I'm still going to eat this burger.
As long...
Enjoy it, and these fries, I'm going to enjoy them. And I'm going to have a good time eating this. And I know I'm going to feel full at the end. But at the end of the day, I don't.
Okay, so let's role play. Okay, so, hey, you know this is bad for you, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, but you're stupid enough to eat it anyway, right?
Hey, to each their own.
Okay, that's great. Give me your credit card and let's charge you then. Okay, here's your... Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Hey, sir, why are we still talking? Hey, sir, why are we still talking?
Because,
like, how do you... Hey, sir, here's the... Hey, what if we threw it into... I would love them to throw it in your car like this. Throw it in the car and go, hey, get the fuck out of here.
I would hope he hit me when he throws it like that. I can sue the guy because I know he's a millionaire. So,
and I would hope there would be a law that would be like, hey, you went to a fast food restaurant? And then the lawyer, and you tell the lawyer, yeah, I went. He goes, then you don't care about your health and anyway, so fuck off. I would like that treatment to people, bro.
That's never gonna happen, bro.
But it would be interesting.
It would. But
Wouldn't that be more interesting?
That's a fairy tale.
Wouldn't that be more interesting?
You gotta live in reality.
Wouldn't that be more interesting than what it is now? Like just monotonous. like wouldn't that be more interesting?
I feel like deep down, you can based on our scene.
Yeah, I know. Deep down, I want it. You think I want it, but that's not true. But it's not true.
Because then you want to handle those.
Chris, maybe deep down what you can't handle is I really don't.
Well, I mean, why do you get all those sweet cans? You still crave sweet.
Look, Chris.
You know you would.
Bro, no.
Yeah, I believe.
Look, man. Honestly, sometimes. Let me tell you the real truth. Sometimes when I get like a snack or something, I'm like, oh, that's enough. Like a bar, like a fruit bar or something, like for before working out or after working out.
Okay.
Like today I took 2 bars. One had a fruit bar, and one was a fig bar. I started with a fig bar to kind of get that blood pump and everything. And then I had the other bar when I got home with some peanut butter and a protein shake. That's all I've had. And my breakfast was, what was my breakfast?
Today?
Oh, tuna and rice is what I had for breakfast today. That's all I had. That's all I had today. Okay? But I feel really happy with that. Like, if you were to say, Jacob, here's some delicious pizza, stuffed crust. Yes, I do like stuffed crust. Yes, I do think it's delicious. That's not what I'm saying. I was saying, if you put it in front of me right now and say free, I'd be like, I would be tempted because it would trigger my desire, but I honestly do not want that at all right now.
That's good. That's good because you're looking out right now. You're trying to maximize your health or your
fitness, but also feeling the way it feels. I don't like the way it feels. Like I feel fat. I feel like,
You see, like I see a lot of people that we eat, and it's like they tell me, like, you know, you feel stuff, like you feel that fullness, like nah, man.
Well, I think you have a really good metabolism. I think, like your metabolism is higher than mine, so maybe you get away with murder.
No, you get away with murder on that one.
Yeah, you get away with murder.
Murder, no.
Yeah.
I'm a murderer.
Well, no, you know what I meant.
No, I kill burgers. With French fries, I'm cool. Large French fries with a large combo, a nice long cookie.
You know, this particular video feels good, man. It feels full of passion and shit.
A lot of passion.
Right? It's like, you know. I wonder if the people watching, let's say you watching, I wonder if you watching are at all triggered or emotionally having emotional reaction to any of this, or you're just so enlightened that you're just watching it like this, or hearing it like it's trivial information. It's trivial. This is entertaining to me because it's trivial. What kind of viewer do you think is watching this? Like, how would you think everything we talked about, the burgers and the Hollywood and the coping and the pain and the trauma and the
what do you put the videos under? Like, what's it like? It's like, I mean, you have to look for your video. What is that type?
Well, this one I don't know. I just made it, so it might be like Hollywood's role in coping with pain.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put that.
There you go. So, but it's based also on the title.
What about Hollywood and fast food and how it helps us cope?
Hollywood and fast food might be good.
Yeah.
Hollywood and fast food. See it there and see what happens.
Okay. So what do you think? What kind of viewer do you think is? Because this is really who I am, right? I'm not pretending to be this.
No, I'm not pretending to be.
If anything, when people meet me,
I like it as that real.
Yeah. If anything, when people meet me, I'm gonna be manners. I'm not gonna tell them all this stuff because, like, dude, why are you telling me this? I'm gonna need to do my stuff with my day. But if you tune in, now I get to tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we like doing these videos.
Right.
Just do that.
So, what type of person would be like watching right now? You think?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, what type of viewers do you usually get?
I don't know. I never met them. I don't ever meet the viewers.
Oh. Okay. Well, what type of people comment?
I honestly think it's people that are smart. I think one time I said the people that watch my channel are after expansion, getting an edge, and results. Getting results in life expanding their consciousness, and what's the other one? Edge, getting an edge. Like some type of advantage or an edge in thinking, an edge. Right? That's who I think watches it.
That's a good, what is it?
Yeah.
Smart people.
Like, way to go for being smart or what?
Don't stop watching when you're that smart guy.
All right, so Chris wanted to keep this one particularly a little shorter. I like long videos.
I just told him, hey, maybe let's try out how the 30-minute video goes.
Let's see where we're at with time. Right now with time, we're right at 20 minutes. So maybe when the battery runs out. The battery's running out. It's gonna run out and shut down here in a bit. So any closing thoughts as we start closing it? Because the battery's gonna run out. If you see it cut off completely, you know that means the battery run out. And I have batteries right here, but I'm not gonna change it. We're gonna go with Chris's kind of like suggestion to go a little smaller in time.
Just see how it goes. See the perception of how people like it more or less. Maybe they want us to be on longer. Maybe they want us to be on not so long, right?
I would tell you this. Pay attention to how much media, like Hollywood entertainment, you consume, and how much processed food you eat, because those two things are being used to kind of sedate you. Obviously, alcohol and drugs, those are obvious. I hope I don't have to tell you that. I hope I don't have to tell.
Those are gonna sedate you for sure.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to.